I had the displeasure of watching this on my own. So now all of you have to suffer too.
Anyway,
I don't understand.
Xander.
This is Xander. This one's for you. Xander.
Oh God.
You would much rather spend.
I'm
your
Jewish, and I'm doing a parody that I then I
You
do.
need to have been saying it while you were doing it because they can literally clip just the
I'm not a
millisecond.
Nazi. I'm doing a parody.
It's too late.
I'm
You
a
already
Jewish
did
man.
it. You already
I'm
did
Israeli
it.
citizen.
time for someone
You
I'm
already
going
did
to
it.
Israel
actually
in June.
consider-
I feel like it's important to say that doing a Nazi salute as you call yourself an Israeli citizen is a crazy strategy.
genuinely
already did it,
going
dude.
To Gaza.
I have to admit, I did not understand the explanation.
Does one of the most anti-Semitic things you can do. It's okay. He's literally Jewish. It's okay. You know, the brain rot has spread really deeply when Ethan Klein says he plans to go to Israel in the near future and wants to provide a look at Israel that isn't the apartheid state that they're in. The whole time I was thinking, well, that's convenient for you, Ethan. You're not Palestinian. It's surprising at all. He said the N-word like 50 times on the stream before. I mean, no, it's not. Of course it's not surprising. I mean, he has that entire segment where he says the most unbelievably anti-Semitic shit about Hasidic Jews.
I mean, I could take these guys a little bit more seriously if it wasn't for this curly ass shit, like these fucking double curls.
Yeah, that is disgusting.
It's just goofy.
But also, come on, wearing a full suit in the summer.
You know what? Whatever, dude. Whatever they want to do is fine. But
But they stink the whole place for everyone.
stink suit, whatever. Okay, the thing that puts them, you know, the thing that makes it not okay. Here we got one driving a car. Careful, everybody. Yeah, the thing that not makes it okay is this curly ass, goofy mouth, because it just makes you into a goofy guy. You try walking around that shit. You walk around something like that, you're nuts. It's like having a rat tail. It's like having two rat tails on each side of your head.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Except you fucking manicure them every day. At least people with rat tails have the decency to just let it sit. But these guys goof with it all the time. We'll get some good footage, hopefully, of these goofy ass rat tail motherfuckers. Karl walking pace. Can't imagine Karl walking up without. Here we are in Nebra. And it's the home of the Jew. The Jewy Jew, not just as Jew like, you know, me or Ela. But this is home of the super Jew. The Jew, you know, the dirty, grimy, jacket-wearing Jews. Real dirty ass. Nasty. You know what I mean? It's like, who can look more Jewish? Boom, boom, boom. It's like it doesn't end. I mean, come on.
Like, that's not, like, this is mild compared to the other crazy anti-Semitic shit that he's done. I don't know who he thinks that he's, like, fooling by saying that he's Jewish and an Israeli citizen, so it's okay for him to do a Nazi salute. He's going to go see one Arab person and say, look, they aren't oppressed. See, they're not oppressed. I'm an Israeli citizen. Yeah, that doesn't help his case as much as he thinks it does. Just goes to show how deep he is in the sauce, conflating Judaism with being an Israeli citizen, exactly how Israel has been able to use the anti-Semitic victimizing talking point to their genocidal advantage. It's more apparent than a Freudian slip, but he just did a Nazi salute, so I don't think nuance is really a thing to him. Yeah. Israel works incredibly hard to tie themselves to any aspect of being Jewish. The more they tie the Jewish religion, identity, ethnicity to being Israeli, the more they can cry anti-Semitism. I know I'm probably preaching to the choir here, but it's arguably one of the most evil things the Israeli state has done outside of their treatment of Palestinians. Yeah. Yep. Take the Ozempic away from this guy and inject some sugar directly into his brain. Yeah. Also, very telling that they're going to go on vacation to a place they've claimed has been at war right next to a graveyard of rubble and act like it was justified by showing how beautiful Israel is as an ethno-state committing genocide. Okay. I mean, he seems really surprised by the fact that people accuse him of doing Israel talking points and Israel defense and pushing neoliberal Israel genocide defense. But then he gets on his show and does exactly that. I don't push pro-Israel, pro-genocide talking points. Anyways, we have to wall them off. We have to wall off the Hamas. We have to do it to keep us Jews safe. We have to do it. Also, I'm going to go on vacation because it's a really nice place, and I think you guys understand how nice it is. Zach said right after that he wanted to go on Birthright, which shows how insanely out of touch he is, right after calling Hamas sick fuck. I mean, I think Zach is like, I think that guy is like, I think he's cooked. That guy's cooked. Honestly, like, okay. Let me just say. There's only 3 paths that you can take as a European that interacts with Americans on the internet. Okay? 1, you become unbelievably cracked at shooters. Like, unbelievably cracked. Just becomes your life. Okay. 2, this one's a rare one. You become pretty funny. Or 3, you just become a Nazi. Okay? And every single European that exists in American circles is slowly going down one of these paths. Okay? That's it. That's the only strategy that you have. That's it. Occasionally you can dual class, okay? Occasionally, but that's pretty rare. That one's a rare one. All right? Fork in the road moment. Yes. I'm bad at shooters and I'm definitely not funny. Am I cooked? Oh no. Oh no. Chatter, you might be cooked. Sorry, wait, I want to unban this chatter. That's funny, LOL. People do dumb shit all the time. People are just so sensitive nowadays. I think it's funny. It's not as funny when it's coming from the guy who claimed that a tier list that put him at the bottom and accused him of liking the worst hummus in the world cried anti-Semitism. What's the joke here?
Anyway,
I don't
hold on, sorry,
understand.
Xander. This is Xander. This one's for you. Xander.
Oh, God.
You would much rather spend.
I'm Jewish, and I'm doing a parody that I then.
You need to have been saying it while you were doing it because they can literally clip just the.
I'm not a Nazi. I'm doing a parody.
It's too late.
I'm
You
a
already
Jewish
did
man.
it. You already
I'm
did it.
Israeli citizen.
I'm
I'm going to Israel in June.
You already did it, dude.
To Gaza.
I have to admit, I did not understand the explanation.
Like, dude, when even Ela's like, I don't get it. I don't get the joke. What are we talking about here? Xander's a black TikToker that he tried to get on to debate him. So he's Nazi saluting at a black person. That's good. Famously, Nazis loved black people. Yeah, that was, He's always been weird towards black people. Like, what the fuck? Okay, well, we all know that the guy's a racist. Like, I don't... I'm sorry. When you get on your show or like you're uploading videos of you just screaming the N-word and doing the most racist accent on the planet, like, I don't think it's that crazy to say that you engage in racist behavior online. And I'm sorry, doing a bunch of racist jokes, doing a bunch of unbelievably racist jokes and being racist, those are indistinguishable. Online, when you have a community of people that you're cultivating, effectively it's the same. Although Ethan's literally said he's never had a black didn't he say he's never been friends with someone who's black before? Didn't he say that on his show? I might be hallucinating. I don't think I'm hallucinating it. I'm pretty sure he did say that, which is so crazy. Why would he admit that? I'm remembering it. Oh God. Yes, he did. If anyone has the clip, if anyone doesn't know what I'm talking about and has the clip on hand. I mean, I would give someone a pass if they said, I've never had any black friends and they live in like fucking Utah. It's like, yeah, dude, you live in Utah. Probably most of the people you're friends with are related to you. That's like not even on you, right? But like, you've lived in New York and LA and you've never... Huh? What the hell? Okay. All right. Don't call me out like that, Denims. I live in Utah. Sorry. Sorry, you're right. My bad. People in Utah are nice. I'm not saying they're not nice. I never said white people are evil. I'm just saying Utah is mostly white. That's all. That's just a factually true statement. Okay. Lies. Utah doesn't exist. Oh, you're right. You're right. You can be related and nice. That's true. Yeah. He thinks he's reclaiming Heil Hitler because black people reclaim the N-word. No Jewish person wants to reclaim that. It's also like different things. Xander called him out before when he did the salute after the Elon video and the context that it didn't save Ethan. And then he called him, and Ethan called him anti-Semitic in response and demanded that Xander come on his show to debate the context. Xander declined the invite, saying that it wouldn't be a good faith conversation. So I guess now Ethan is doing this to prove him wrong. Huh?
You know what's crazy? I grew up in the suburbs of Los Angeles, Ventura.
Yes.
And I grew up, I don't think I've ever known a black person.
Really?
What?
I know it's fucked up. It's fucked up, but I've never been in a situation in my life where I've been in close proximity with black people. I've never known a black person.
Are you being
Like had a
serious?
friend?
Yes, I'm serious.
Like all through elementary school, high school?
No, I went to school, elementary school, high school. There was only like a couple of black people in a class of like 500. And in college, I went to UCSC. They had a joke.
Oh, there's no black people in Santa Cruz.
No, I know. I'd be down to hang out with a white dude pretending to be a black person. That would make me a lot more comfortable.
That's something that can
Get my
definitely be
toe in the
arranged.
water.
Yeah, yeah.
And then maybe I
It's a
can
safe way in.
graduate.
Fucking Tom Segura being like, are you joking?
Yeah, I agree. That's wild, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys have
The
been
crazier part is like, he's been doing content online for a decade. How have you still not made any black friends? The internet, it doesn't have any. First of all, it's still weird. Like, it's still like the concept is crazy that you've lived in LA for what, almost his whole life, and you would have it. I don't even know how that's. I don't even understand how that's possible. I genuinely don't know how that's even possible. Because I'm like trying to think back on my experiences and be like, maybe what he's saying is reasonable. Maybe like if you do end up in these situations, maybe it would be reasonable. But I'm like thinking about it, I'm like, in elementary school, my school was predominantly white and I still had black friends. So what? My middle school was also predominantly white and I still had black friends. My high school was predominantly Hispanic and I still had black friends. My college was predominantly white and Asian, and I still had black friends. How is it that you have managed to not have that? Wait, what? Like, how is that even possible? What the fuck? Oh my God. How is it possible? How is that even? I don't understand. Hard to meet black people when you're always crossing the street to avoid them. I mean, that's a good point. That is a good point. That is a good point. And then, like, I think about, like, the internet. And I've made a lot of friends on the internet of a lot of different backgrounds. Isn't it weird to look at the people that you've become friends with from your time online and you don't have that? Isn't I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it might be more that black people don't want to be friends with him as well. Oh, dude. Is that what it? Oh, you're right. Oh, you're so right, dude. You're right. No, you're actually so right. But then again, like, it's not fair to clown on Ethan Klein for not having black friends because he barely has any friends at all, if any. So it's hard to have black friends if you have no friends. That's kind of a given, I think. So I take some of it back. I take some of it back. First, you need to obtain friends. In all honesty, or sorry, seriousness, H3 fans fallen and hanging on. No, Ethan has been and is very racist. He'll say ignorant things all the time. The difference is that for a long time, it was like an innocent moron type of way. We used to call it Ethan going goblin mode, almost like a bit. The difference is that since October 7th, he's no longer open to learning or pretending to be. Yeah. Correct. I will say, I think it's like a relatively fair ruling that you should judge people that are doing things maliciously and knowingly harsher than people who are just fucking morons. It doesn't mean you can't. It doesn't mean to like you should absolve anyone for doing racist shit because they didn't know better. It's that you judge people differently based on how knowingly they're engaging in bad faith. So like I judge the Fox News host for pushing anti-vax conspiracies while all being vaccinated much more harshly than like the random fucking anti-vaxxer in my town that's like, I'm not getting vaccinated. You can't jab me, right? That there's some level of knowing of malicious intent there that matters. And I think for a long time, people sort of like, they knew that he's a fucking moron. So they gave him a pass on a lot of things. And they were like, listen, he's still trying to learn. He's still trying to improve. And he always seemed like he wanted to. And now it's just like, I think he's gone fully into just being a total piece of shit. Disinfo versus misinfo. Correct. Yes, that's the distinction I'm making. But like, dude, this clip is crazy.
They're like these huge black dudes, and they were all strapped. They were all black. There was like 10. I'm just saying, they were, every single one of them was black.
Okay. I don't even pay attention to Karl or anything.
If there's 8 dudes on security and they're all black, I think that's worth noting. I mean, they were all like 6'5" black dudes. Yeah, that's terrifying. Is a 6'5" black dude scare you more than a 6'5" white dude?
No. Is it supposed to?
How do I get out?
I would say in general, security guards that are taller and beefier scare me more. But I think that's just because they are more powerful. To put any of that on race is fucking crazy. Maybe I've just had unique life experiences, but in my experience, I mean, even currently in the complex that I live in, there's security guards, and the white security guards are way more terrifying because they're always neutral. And they never crack jokes, ever. And I'm like, I live here. But I think it's just that they don't have anything to say. Like, they just don't have anything to say to me. And the black security guards are always joking around with me. So I that's just been my personal experience. It's crazy to just say something that's just insane. Yeah, also I've known security guards. It's a boring ass job, apparently. Yeah. Oh yeah. I've also heard this from the security guards. They say it's a very boring job. They're very bored. And there's the same thing at my local Ralph's. Again, that's just like, that's one personal experience, but like more realistically, what that says is just, I'm more terrified of the security guards that don't really say much and they kind of always have a straight face. And I'm like, well, I hope I don't do anything to upset these people. And then like later, I talked to the white security guard and then I realized he's got like a little like straw hat, a Luffy embroidery on his security vest. And then we talk about One Piece and then suddenly he's really nice. He's like, yeah, I love One Piece. Yeah. And it's like, oh, okay. All right. Ooh, you made me really nervous. You've been so stoic this whole time. I'm terrified. Please, I live here.